guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a makeup tutorial featuring the MAC Warm Neutrals palette, which is this one here. It's got 15 gorgeous shades which have been pre-filled by MAC into this palette. I think it retails for about £65 I want to say. So if you want to see what I do with this, then please stay tuned. I've already got my base on, so I've got my foundation, concealer, eyebrows, and yeah, I've got those things on, and I'll add on the lipstick and the blush after. So taking vanilla extract from the palette on a Zoeva 227 soft definer brush, I'm putting a wash of this colour over my eyelids. So it's basically going to act as a base. Then next taking Saddle, which is an orangey brown shade in a matte finish, into my crease. I'm taking it from the outer corner all the way onto the inner corner, but I am concentrating most of it on the outer edge. And of course I'm repeating this on the other side as well. Then to define the outer V even further, I'm taking the darkest two shades of the palette, which is Dark Brew and Dance in the Dark. And I'm taking them on a Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease brush, which is essentially a pencil brush. And I'm just placing that initially onto the outer corner and then blending it inwards. And then going back in with the Zoeva 227 brush and just blending out the edge. I'm not adding any more product on it, I'm just blending out what's already there. Then taking the feature eyeshadow of this look, which is Amber Light, onto a medium flat shader brush, and I'm placing that onto my eyelid. I'm putting most of the product in the middle of my eyelid and then blending it out and then in. And of course I'm going to be doing the same on the other side. So going back in with the Zoeva 231 brush, which is the pencil brush, and just blending the outer edge in with the Amber Lights, and then going in with the 227 brush and just making sure that the crease color and the eyelid color are all blended in together. We just need to make sure there's no harsh edges in the look. So I'm going to do the inner corner highlight with a 231 brush from MAC using the Creative Copper eyeshadow from the palette. But I didn't find this was bright enough, so I'm going to go on top of it with Lemon Tart from the palette. So I felt I needed to deepen the outer corner a bit more, so I'm going in with the pencil brush and Dance in the Dark eyeshadow, which is the darkest shadow in the palette, and just deepening up the outer edge. This just adds a bit more definition to the eye. And once again, blend that out with the Zoeva 227 brush, and I haven't taken any more product. Here I'm taking Brule from the palette, which is a almost matte finish, and I'm highlighting my brow bone. On top of that I went in with Hay, which has got a little bit more of a frosty finish to it, just to add to the highlight on the brow bone. Here I'm going to go in with a Kohl pencil, and this is Smoulder by MAC, and I'm using that to line my upper lash line. I'm starting out really thin, and then I'm going to build it up to make it slightly thicker, and I'm going to wing it out just a little bit. And I'm also making sure I get in between my lashes as well, because this will look like I've got thicker lashes. I'm going to take an angled brush by Ruby and Millie, and I use this to actually do my eyebrows. So there's going to be a little bit of brown in there, and I'm just using that brush to blend out the pencil. So this will actually clean up the line as well, just make it a really smooth line. And it will define the eyes better. And then to top it off, I'm taking the black from the Naturel palette by Sleek, and I'm just setting the pencil with this shadow. Now if I left it on its own, if I didn't set the Kohl pencil, it will smudge. And then going back in with amber light, I'm just topping up in the center part of my eye and blending out so it doesn't look patchy. And of course blending that again with the pencil brush and just making sure everything is seamless. So with every addition of eyeshadow, I will go back in with the blending brushes and just make sure everything is still blended out. And then I'm now going to line my waterline, so my lower waterline, with the same pencil that we used earlier, which is Smoulder by MAC. And I'm only going halfway as seen in the clip. This pencil is really good. It's very black and it does last quite a long time on the waterline. I do prefer Mali's black pencil though. Okay, so here I'm going in with Rimmel's Scandaleyes Kohl pencil in bronze, and I'm just blending that in from the inner corner all the way to the outer corner, so I'm blending it into the black. Using the brow brush from Real Techniques and amber lights from the palette, I'm just setting the Kohl pencil. So I'm starting again in the inner corner and blending it out into the black. And to clean up the under eye and brighten it up, I'm using MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW35 and NC35, and I'm just placing that on with my fingers under both eyes. And then I'm going to use the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, which is damp, and I'm just going to blend that into the skin. Now to set the concealer in place, I'm using the Ben Nye Banana Powder with my damp Miracle Complexion Sponge. When you use a sponge and a damp sponge and a powder, it gives a little bit more coverage, and I actually find that it sets it a lot better as well. And then using the e.l.f. blush brush, I'm just dusting off any of the excess. You can see I'm really packing on the powder, but I'm not letting it sit on the skin for too long. As soon as I put it on, I'm dusting off any of the extra with the brush. The banana powder will also highlight the under eye area, and that's why I've used that rather than a translucent powder. Now here I'm contouring my face with the Sleek Face Form palette in dark, and I'm using the contour shade. And I'm going right under my cheekbones and up the temples and down my jawline as well. The brush I'm using is an artist's paintbrush by De La Rowney. It's an oval wash brush, and I bought it from Hobbycraft. I'm now going to use a blush by Sleek from the Blush by 3 Sugar palette. I can't remember what shade this is. I'll list it down in the description bar. And I'm just using the same brush that I used to contour with. By using the same brush, I find that it all blends in a lot better together. Next, I'm going to highlight my cheekbones using a baked bronzer by Vivo, and this one's in Healthy Glow. Vivo is available in Tesco. And again, I'm using an artist's paintbrush. This is again an oval wash brush, but one smaller in size. I'm also highlighting the bridge of my nose, my chin, Cupid's bow, and above my brows and between my eyebrows as well. Using a lip liner by NYX in the shade Deep Purple, I'm lining my lips and I'm filling them in with this. And this is basically going to be my lipstick. I love the NYX lip liners. They last really long, they're really affordable, they go on really well, and they've got a huge colour range as well. I'm going to add a pink gloss over the lip liner, and this is a warm pink and it's from the Nye Lip Gloss Wheel, and I'm just using a detailer brush by Real Techniques. I think this brush was from the Kohl kit, if I'm not mistaken. The Kohl kit is for the face. And then here I'm applying my favourite mascara, which is the Mally Volumizing Mascara in black. The only thing about this mascara is it's not waterproof, so for like special occasions, weddings, etc., I wouldn't recommend this. Or if you did use this, then you would need to go over it with a waterproof formula as well, just to seal it in place. Has anyone ever tried to put mascara on without making weird faces? So I know I look ridiculous. So that's the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and leave any comments down below. If you have any questions or if you'd like me to do any other look for you, please do let me know. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye!